All right, guys, so this is going to be the existing HVAC system that we're looking at. It's a furnace only, which is an 80% efficient furnace. You have an existing 4-inch exhaust going directly out through the system right here. You also have a 4-inch fresh air intake for the system connected to the outside for them. So we got plenty of fresh air in the system for this guy. And I'll probably double check to make sure that is not capped off. There is an additional fresh air grill coming here to connect to the master bedroom, which I'm wondering if that's capped for some reason, and that's why we have this here. My ideology, though, is what I like to do is we're planning on adding in possibly an air conditioner to make that air conditioner work and be possible and feasible. They have one major cold air return upstairs, and I'd like to add in, just to cut this open a little bit and have some airflow come from here as well for the system. That way we can actually have a little bit more extra air come down here, and that will mix the air a little bit better for them as well, because the basement stays a bit colder. That's my deal on that. Take with it what you guys will. If you guys think that there's a better way or better method, go ahead, do that. Just my two thoughts. We also have the existing filter rack and access right here. It's a 16 by 28 by 1, which is really easily accessible. You said that you haven't had any problems with it, right? Pretty easy?
Yeah, it's pretty easy to get into.
Great. We can keep that then for you, because I usually will lift the system up and we'll put it over here, but there's really not a lot of space for that anyways. So we're just going to go ahead and keep that, guys, right there. Now the system is a 100,000 BTU furnace with a 4-ton fan, which seems awfully large for the house size. It's about 14, maybe 1,500 square feet is overall what we're thinking. So that'll probably change, maybe an 80 or 60, depending on that. The ductwork, though, is kind of quite large overall. We have a 11 by 21, I'm sorry, 10 by 21 cold air return drop right here. And then the plenum itself, it's got 61 inches from this back where it actually takes off for the initial run. It also has a dampener right here that's connected to it. And then you have a little bit more inches up here, but my overall thought process is if we put maybe about a 8 to 10 inch base can underneath this, we'll have a 32-inch top to bottom furnace, which will give us about, let's say, 42 inches. And then you have another 18 that we'll use for the coil. And that should get you right up to 60, which will get you about an inch lower than this guy. So that's my thought processes here. Is this your outside wall right here?
Yes.
Where is this at in your house?
That's just like the backyard.
Perfect. Okay.
And this is the bathroom above.
Great, man. So just for speaking purposes, this is probably the best and easiest access where you can run those copper tubes or the connections for the outdoor unit.
Okay.
For the AC. Does that make sense?
Yep.
Okay. So this is where we'll be running it, guys. My flash isn't on, but it's wood right here. You have basically the headers and everything running. Everything's accessible. So that'll be really easy actually to run that through, which will help you guys save some money. Cool. And yep, we'll just connect that to the coil. I would try and keep everything to the best, guys, over on this side. This is more of the walkway and you really don't have a lot of room. But if you need to put the coil up here, if you can keep the line set just up as high as possible, just to make sure we're not losing any additional space as we come through here. That'll be that. And then for the drain on the system, we do have a cast iron, not trunk line, but cast iron, basically branch lines for the house running. I believe this is the main stack that we have going to the toilets in the tub. We can either cut an access for it here, or do you have a bathroom down here right now?
I don't.
You don't, okay. Laundry and anything down here?
Yes, over in that other room.
Let's go over there real quick. I'm trying to find you guys a little drain that we can run the AC to. We'll probably need a pump. Perfect, so 4 drains over here. Ideally, guys, so what we're going to try and do with this setup is you have everything's open and accessible. I believe that's your gas line right there.
Just run it up through there.
Yep.
Run straight into that.
100%. He's doing it for us. It's great. We'll do exactly that, though, guys. Just do a pump out, run it directly over, and try and keep it as high as you can. Kind of make it mix with those pipes up top. Run it directly over here, and then go ahead and run it down into this laundry drain line right here. But that's going to be everything that we're looking at, guys.